Did someone say recession is coming in Canada? This Alberta mortgage broker is still not worried. I realize it's been a few months since I've done a market, real estate, interest rate update, and there's lots to talk about. And as always, if you read the news, if you scroll on Facebook, everyone says the sky's falling. Everything's imploding, and I am pragmatic, and I believe that is not the case. And I believe if you're looking to buy a home, you shouldn't be concerned. You should still make plans to buy a home. So here's what's going on with the numbers, and then we'll kind of get underneath the numbers. In Canada, inflation is still high. We're at 7% inflation. The Bank of Canada's next rate announcement will be end of October, and then another announcement in December. Most economists are still expecting additional rate increases. Will we see the big jumbo rate hikes like we've seen the last two announcements? I don't know. They're really in a tricky position because they don't want to overshoot, and there is the threat of recession still. However, if you're in Alberta, probably don't need to be quite as concerned. I'll talk about that in a moment. Core inflation is still on their minds at the Bank of Canada. Core inflation excludes food and energy prices because they are more volatile, and core inflation needs to come down. There are still global supply chain challenges, and there are still labor market challenges. So really, all in all, the economy's running too hot, and so the cost of everything keeps going up, and that is making life more difficult and less affordable for Canadians. Now, what does this all have to do with real estate and getting a mortgage? Well, everything. If you look at the Canadian real estate market, yes, there has been some correction, but it's not what it looks like in the headlines. So just as an example, August real estate prices in Canada in 2021 versus August of 2022, 3.9% decrease. Well, prices were going up by the double digits over the last couple years since COVID. So 3.9%, we're still not at pre-COVID levels, not even close. And if you look at Alberta real estate prices from August to August, they've actually gone up by 1.8%. Alberta year-to-date numbers, super positive. Super positive. I mean, Alberta is the place to be if you want to buy a home, if you're a homeowner, if you're looking to move and have a more affordable life. Alberta is the place to be. And you're also going to weather the recession, if we get one, much, much better here. So year-to-date, sales have gone up 7% in Alberta, and prices have gone up 6%. Yay, that's awesome. That's awesome news. We're attracting a ton of capital investment. The economy is diversifying here, and homes are still far, far more affordable in Alberta than in other places across Canada, like by hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes, depending on what you're comparing it to. So we are still seeing a big influx of folks coming into Alberta from Ontario and the lower mainland in BC because it's so affordable here, and the lifestyle is fantastic. We have low taxes here. I mean, I could go on and on. So I am not super concerned in the sense of buyers thinking of getting into the real estate market and buying at the peak, or kind of feeling like they're buying at the wrong time. I was a real estate agent for 10 years. There's no perfect time to buy a house. There's no perfect time to get married. There's no perfect time to have a baby. There's no perfect time for these really big moves in your life. The perfect time to buy a home is when your lifestyle demands it and you feel that you don't want to put money into rent anymore, and you'd rather put that money into your own residence. So just keep these things in mind when you're thinking about buying a home right now, is that the real estate market and the economy in Alberta is actually very stable. I live in Lethbridge. The market in Lethbridge is even more stable the prices just kind of creep up year over year. We are not going to see a big correction because we didn't see the pricing shoot straight up like it did, say, in the GTA in Ontario or in Toronto or Vancouver. We didn't see that, so there's nothing to correct from. Will we have a little bit of a softening of the market? Yes, but there's still only 2.5 months inventory in Alberta. That is a seller's market, but it's slowly softening. So I think we're okay. Interest rates are going up, but it's still sanity. 5.45% prime rate is not crazy. It's just that we got used to unusually low rates, which we may never see again. So don't wait around for that. Really, the message is there's nothing to wait for. If you're concerned about affordability, start paying off your consumer debt. Get those credit cards paid down. Stop spending money on things that don't create an asset for you. If you want to be a homeowner, you have to get your consumer debt under control. Okay? And then get a pre-approval. It doesn't hurt anything to get a pre-approval, get a rate hold. You've got 120 days to decide if you want to buy a home, shop around with your realtor and see if that's a good move for you. But you might as well get a rate hold now, and that protects you. It doesn't lock you into anything. And if rates go down, we can still shop the prevailing rates and get you an even lower rate. So there's nothing to worry about. The world isn't coming to an end. And if you're in Alberta, there is absolutely a silver lining. This is the place to be, even if Canada goes into a recession. There's no time like the present. Real estate keeps its value and goes up in value over time. So if you have any questions at all about all the different things happening in today's real estate and mortgage market, give me a call or shoot me a text, 403-382-7335, or look me up at KarriFlatla.com. In the meantime, remember to like and subscribe to my channels at Facebook and YouTube. And of course, like this post, leave a comment. We'll see you for next Friday Fire. Take care.